Hey, I'm gonna give you an example of what being a real motherfucker brings as far as issues, right? Some of the issues that you could deal with. I don't consider them issues, but they're very common. Number one, when somebody else wishes they could be as real as you, keep it as real as you, have as many real friends as you and not just online, whatever, wish they could be as open about things to where people still understand everything I just combined, but also be able to be a man and handle whatever situations come to them. When they're the opposite of those things, it's gotta be a shitty feeling. Number one, they could be a troll and fuck with you, but I'm using this as an example because fucking Wyezi randomly, like 8 months later, just finally, for the first time, grew some balls, but also still doesn't have none. Like, they're not, his nuts don't hang, we'll put it that way. Because a long time ago, I had made a video when he was knotted out on whatever, and it was the same situation like it was with the other creators. He was disrespectful. I went in his live one day, and I wasn't even being fucking rude. All I said was, I found you through the Cream situation. That's all I said. And me and Cream's talked a whole bunch of times. He ain't even got nothing to do with this, even though they used to beef and shit. And Cream done tried to go to his house, all types of shit. So that's kind of irrelevant to this, right? But that's how I figured this out, who he was. And all I said was, I found you through the Cream situation. I'm from Ohio too. I don't know if he took it as like a threat or disrespectful, but he started running his mouth on a live session. And I'm like, man, this is a Berner420 and fucking all over again. I can't say Tatt2Cody all over again because he was like a secretive hater and a secretive sneak disser where he will smile in your face and act like he likes you, but really deep down, he don't. And he's just lying about everything, right? So even though it's a little different, it's also kind of the same. So from that day forward, I'm like, all right, I really don't fuck with this dude anyways, and I don't care. Plus his music's trash. Plus I could just read people. He falls in that same category. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you got internet people, you got real life people who also choose to be internet people, kinda, because they think it's fun. But it's not just their fucking entire existence. There is a difference. Well, little time goes by, right? I'm not even thinking about that fucking lame. And all of a sudden a video pops up. I'm on live and I'm scrolling. And I see him just nodded out like this. So me and my girl think it's funny. So I start laughing. I'm screenshotting it. I'm like, this is crazy because he's supposed to be in recovery, right? Now, mind you, let me back up. I'm going to put you on game to something. A lot of people wasn't hip to this. Now, when he one day made a random video saying that a fan, somebody, one of his, probably 12, 13-year-old fans that he got, sent him something in the mail that you buy at the gas station, okay? Which, ironically, I hear this is one of the multiple substances that Cody was just exposed for, Tatt2Cody. Like I said, I've been trying to tell y'all and show y'all that he was at least using subs, because I heard that through the grapevine. But nobody wanted to listen to me. But those, that thing I'm mentioning that you buy, it starts with a 7 and it ends with a couple letters, right? So while I was watching on TV, live, and he said someone sent him that in the mail because they want to see him fail. But he said, I flushed it, right? Right there in my mind, the first thing I thought, he didn't flush it. He put it away, and he's still battling that. He's still fighting that in his inner demon. He don't want to do it because he's in recovery, but something told me he didn't throw it away. Fast forward again, like a week later, that's when we see him on live. Now, I got a good memory, right? I don't forget shit. I got my first memories from 4 years old, and I got detailed memories ever since. I could remember the craziest shit about the craziest shit. So, the moment I see this, the first thing I think is, last week he said he flushed some 7 blank. Nah, he's on that, right? So I screen recorded some of it. The next day, I am Doug, which that's my homie. We're online friends. We support each other and shit. He made a video and said, this is what Wyezi looked like last night. The cops had to come to his fucking house. Somebody in the chat called and said that he OD'd and all this different shit. Well, once that, and there was a lot of people in there watching. There was like 500 people. But whoever called, they literally had his address because they sent them straight to his fucking address. But, okay, so, boom. He's making videos, I am Doug. And then Wyezi's tried threatening to sue him, right? If he didn't take it down for saying it was defamation of character and all this other shit. During that process, he swore up and down like he was just going off, telling them, like, you guys are fucking lying on me. Same thing Cody just did. Like, this is becoming a pattern. People that think act like they're in recovery, and they have a fan base that are sending them gifts and whatever, they can't allow that to get ruined, right? They can't allow that to get ruined because they need that money, right? So they're gonna, like, continually lie any way they can. And that's what Wyezi did. He lied. He said, you know, I'm not doing nothing. Well, I took it upon myself to make a video that day and say, you know, I remember when you had the 7 whatever. I said, you don't know me. My name's Packy. I'm from Warren City, Youngstown. You don't know me, but I'm in Ohio too, right? So when I did that, he never acknowledged it. He never liked it. He never commented. He acted like he didn't know me. Now, I know he's worked with one of my mutual friends. I'm not going to say who, but I know they've worked with him and did something together. I knew he knew who I was because I tagged him, and I knew he knew who I was because a lot of the same people, we deal with each other. But I also knew that we were on 2 different levels and we would have no reason to talk because he's one of them dudes perped out on the internet trying to pretend because he needs that fucking image, you know what I'm saying? And I'm also trying to create a platform and trying to create a good image of myself. I'm trying to erase the old reputation that I've got since I was fucking 14 years old. I'm trying to create a new version of myself, right? But along the way, I knew that we kind of crossed paths because of that. And he didn't have to be ignorant to me. It was just like Berner was, okay? Like, it's a pattern here. These dudes get big, they think they're the shit, and then they act crazy towards other people, right? He actually uses the nickname Crash Cloud, like crashing out for clout, which is going to explain this next part. So I just spent 8 minutes telling y'all them details to lead up to this. He hopped on my live today and had enough nerve to literally comment peon out of nowhere for no reason. I had 8 guests on, like 7 or 8 guests on. We're all talking, couple dudes, couple females. I got my homie in the joint. We're all on there just kicking it. And all of a sudden, he comes out of nowhere and says peon. So immediately, I look to see if it's really him. He had 300,000 something followers because I Am Doug was saying how he thinks he pays for him, which probably adds up because he don't have the right amount of likes and views for how many follows he got or some shit. He was explaining it. So when I click it and I see that it's him, I'm like, oh, it is him. Okay, I'm like, so you've never acted like this to me before. You've never even acknowledged me. But the first time you do, you got something bad to say about me, right? Which I guess he's probably in the right because I came at him disrespectful, let him be known that I think you were on 7. But you should tell your people that. Don't lie to your people. Keep it real. Just let us know you was using, right? He wouldn't. Guess what? Like a month later, he did. He made a video. And he come out of nowhere and said, all right, everybody, I just want to keep it real with my fans. I was on 7 blank, the gas station thing. And I got to keep it real. And I literally looked at my girl and smirked and said, I told you. I said, I already knew. Just like Tatt2Cody, y'all ain't want to listen to me. I've been telling y'all. We just had somebody hop on my live and expose him for the shit that he lies about in prison, lying about his gang activity, that it was like on a level 40% compared to the 100% that he lies about, plus many more things, like how he was getting high. And then remember how he threatened to call the cops on me when I tried to drive by his house to, catch a fair one, and he claimed he moved to Boardman? Nah, he only lived in Niles, so he's right down the road still. He's scared to go back to his own city for whatever reason. And then on top of that, I've been wondering this entire time why he had a 15-year-old boy in his car when they arrested him. And I'm also wondering why they don't want to fuck with him in Ravenna, you know, in Portage County. But he moved over here and lied about one video, went viral, and now all of a sudden by him lying, saying people sit down facing the back of the toilet in Ohio to pee, he got to go viral because it's an outrageous lie. So he set his entire platform for the entire future career of content creating is based off of a lie. Think about that.